Hola, ¿cómo estás? Welcome to the Keeping It Real podcast with Sulma, the swearing therapist. Hi, I'm Sulma Williams, a licensed clinical social worker who likes to keep it real and swears a lot. Today, I'd like to address the topic of surrendering, which is so hard to do because we are trying to be in control of everything. But control is an illusion, right? Like we think that, oh, if I control this and I control that and I control the other thing, my anxiety is going to go down. And it's actually the opposite, right? It's so in I was in a session with my therapist, and she suggested that, she said, you need to learn how to surrender. And I fucking look at her like, what the fuck are you talking about, right? Like, I mean, like, I didn't even know that I wasn't surrendering, right? So I'm like, I don't know how to do that. So we did a meditation, and this is what I came up with um during my meditation, but it actually works, so that's why I'm sharing it with you, because it might inspire you to find your own, right? So I did the meditation, and what came to mind was manager, right? Like, you know how you go to the store and there is a teenager, and you're like, I want to speak to the manager, and or you are complaining about something, and they're like, manager, right? Like, they don't fucking give a shit. Like, they're not getting paid enough to deal with your fucking ass and your complaints, right? Like, so they say manager, right? So I realized that by saying manager out loud, I was allowing God to come in and take care of the shit, right? Like, so you call it universe, higher power, healing energy, your higher self, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I call it God. And I even like fucking point my finger up, and I'm like, manager, right? Like, so when something is very overwhelming and it's like, I don't fucking know what to do about this, I say manager out loud, and it kind of like breaks my pattern. It takes me out of my head and allows me to give it to God, right? So I encourage you to find what that is, what that phrase is, or that word is. In my case, is manager, and actually pointing the finger helps me, right? Because it's like, this shit is way above my pay grade. Like, I don't supposed to be in charge of everything, right? I'm actually not in charge of anything. So by giving up the control and allowing God to take care of it, it allows me to relax and be more present, right? So, and it actually reminds me of like, I wasn't supposed to be in charge of everything in my life to begin with. So whatever situation you are dealing with, and you might be scared, or you might not know what to do in a certain circumstance, or whatever it might be that you are facing, I invite you to take a deep breath, close your eyes, connect with yourself, and see what comes up for you. During my meditation, manager and the teenager, like, not giving a shit, actually was what worked for me. So I invite you to find what that is for you. Please leave it in the comments, share it with me. I would love to know what you came up with. And a little side note about this particular episode and surrendering, right? So I recorded this episode like I always do. I record in advance and then I publish it. And then this morning, when I was playing it to do a clip for Instagram, I realized that there was no sound. I'm like, what the fuck? So yeah, I think that when I recorded the episode, I didn't realize that I mute the mic, which is very sensitive. I'm learning. So it's like I'm have a very animated video of myself talking about surrendering and all that shit, and there is no sound. So I surrender, and I'm re-recording the episode so you can have it, right? And I'm like, okay. So I start recording, and then today is trash day. So here comes the fucking uh trash, the track with all the noises. So I stop and re-record. And now I'm about to finish the episode, and my fucking phone goes off, which I usually put it on silent before I start recording anyway. So with all those distractions and issues, and like I'm like, okay, this is great information for the future. So I will make sure that my mic has the green light on, and I'm actually looking at it right now. And double check everything before I start recording, and it's gonna be easier moving forward, right? Like, because now I have more information. But my control freak uh past self would have been like, oh my god, like I published this and there is no sound. And what instead I was like, manager, and I start re-recording, right? So here is the episode. I hope that you enjoy it, and that will inspire you to give it, whatever it is that you are dealing with, give it to a higher power, and um, to your version of God, and that it will help you feel better. As I always say, if you woke up today, that means that your mission in life is not complete. Keep putting one foot in front of the other, and you are going to get to the other side of the challenge that you're currently facing. I hope you found this helpful, and please follow, subscribe, like, make comments. Everything helps. Share with your friends, and follow me on Instagram at the Swearing Therapist. And I'll see you next time. Bye.